Hello and welcome, my name's Ryan, I'm also known as RM2KDev. In this video I want to talk about something, it's a little bit strange, but I wanted to share it anyway. It's a method of preserving your amiibos so you can use them while they're back in the box. You know, I'm not sure if too many people know, but I collect games, I collect these amiibos, and I like to have them in their boxes on the shelf. But I also wanted to use them in the games. Now, I'm not sure if this works with every amiibo. I have done it to this one, and it works fine, and I'll show you what that entails in a minute. The plastic is still here, but essentially we're just going to reseal the amiibo back in the box so that we can keep it protected from dust, continue using it in our games, and I will show you that it still works. Now, when you buy an amiibo and you take it out of the box, you'll get this little plastic thing that holds it in place, and underneath the NFC reader there is this little foil mirror tag thing. Now essentially that just stops the system from reading the amiibo in the box. Obviously people will buy amiibos, scan them into their system, and then return them into the store. This method of restoring isn't perfect, but it will look good enough for your shelves. And it will also retain the functionality of being able to use the amiibo in your game. So all you're going to need to do it is essentially a pair of scissors like these and a Yoo-hoo magic stick, or an Uhu, depending on how you want to call that. And this is essentially just glue stick. You could use craft glue, but I prefer to use this because you have better control of where the glue is going. So what I do is I will take out the box first. I'll take the amiibo out of the box very carefully, trying not to rip too much of the paper around the sides, so that when you close it back up we have a convincing seal. If you do rip a little bit of the plastic around the sides, which I have done on the top here, and you can see that, you can just put some glue stick on the back and then just push it back down. Problem solved. The next thing I'll do is I'll take out this little manual, because that's just going to add some additional, you know, obstruction between the chip on the bottom of the amiibo and the bottom of the packet. So I'll take that, throw it in the bin. Then what I'll do is I'll take out this base plate, and I'll just line it up with this to find out where the amiibo sits. In this case it is, you know, pretty much central, maybe just slightly to the right. And then I'll take my scissors and I'll just make a little snip sort of there and there, just to remind me where those were. Go ahead and then line it back up to where it should be, and you just take a snip, just take a cut. Very easy. Nothing too complicated here. Take a snip down about so far. Take another snip down about so far. You can just open these up to the sides now and just snip off the cardboard. Very easy. And again, just do the same thing for these little insert pieces, which I'll just do here and here. It doesn't have to be super pretty, it's more or less just to give us a window to the bottom of the amiibo. And this may not even be necessary, I just want to remove as much material from the base of the amiibo to the NFC reader. Then you can just go ahead and slide that back into the box, and you'll see it looks perfect. Besides a hole on the bottom, but that's fine. Next thing we'll do is we will take that little, I don't even know what we call it. We'll call it Nintendo Gate. No, I'm just kidding. But we'll basically just throw that in the bin, get rid of it. Stick your amiibo back into the package that it came from. Now, I don't know which way this one came. I think it came like that, so yeah, just put that in there like that. Sort of close it all back up. Put this all back together. There we go. Back in the packaging where it should be. And just slide it back in. Now obviously you might be thinking to yourself, well, does it end there? No, as a matter of fact it doesn't. You could just close it like that and just, you know, dust free, put it on your shelf, it's fine. But what I really wanted to do was just reseal it. So I'll take a bit of this Yoo-hoo glue stick, and I'll just bring it right out. It's the purple kind. It must be better. No, I'm just kidding. It's very easy to work with, you know, you can get it all over your clothing, it doesn't matter, it dries clear, you can take it away, you'll never see that mistake. Anyway, all I'm going to do now is just run the glue stick over any exposed paper on this side. It doesn't matter if you get it behind anything or in front of anything, because we can wipe it off, and on the other side it also dries clear once it's dry, so you'll never see it. I'm just going to put all of that on here, like so. I mean, be a little careful with it. Don't go overboard. If you do get some on the plastic like that, just lift it up, wipe it off. And again, you can also go around this edge here too if you want to add a bit extra. But again, try not to go over the edges too much, otherwise it will sort of glump up on the sides, if that makes sense. Let's get a good thick coating of that. And we can just begin to reseal it now. Just take off any from the inside that you see there. Go ahead and fold the paper back up to where it should be. Press down, try to close off all the seams if you can, just to line it up to the way that it was, where the artwork makes sense. And just give a bit of pressure on there. From the top, from the sides. If you can, just press it in to position where it should be, just to reseal it. Press down like so, and you'll create a pretty good seal. Now the next thing that I'll do is I'll just take a cloth with a bit of alcohol on it, just like this one here. And I've got a little spray bottle of isopropyl alcohol. Just spray a little bit like that onto the tip of the cloth. Just clean up the outside so you don't have any sort of sticky residue around the paper. Don't use too much because you will take the color off the paper. Fine. The other thing that you can do obviously is just take a knife and also cut the little hole in the bottom there, which I'll do now. Not ideal, but if it doesn't work when it's completely sealed up, I'd much rather have just a little hole in the bottom here and have the box completely intact than actually having to have them all out. So I'll just take a knife and I'll just cut a little hole in there. So as you can see, we now have a hole down into the actual Amiibo base plate. It's not too messy. Okay, so I'm going to scan this Amiibo in now. All we have to do is line it up and press it onto the device, and you'll see it says this Amiibo can't be used again today. So now we have an Amiibo in its packaging that we can basically put it back onto our shelves, leave it in a nice area, you know, the way that it's not going to get too much dust on it, and it still looks relatively neat and new and packaged. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I know it's not for everyone. Like I said, I do collect you know, these Amiibos and Nintendo games and things like that, and so keeping these in good condition within their original packaging, you know, sometimes I won't even open them just because, you know, it goes onto the shelf and it becomes part of the collection. But these ones I wanted to use, and the ones that I do want to use in game, I would like a method to keep them preserved. So I hope you've enjoyed that video. Thank you for watching. You know, if you are an Amiibo collector and you do want to keep these things preserved, then I hope this method helps you, and have a good day. I will catch you all in the next video. Please leave a like to get this video shared throughout all of the YouTube network so that other people can find it, and that will also help my channel out if you did enjoy this video. So as usual, like I said, thank you for watching. Take care and bye for now.